Top of the morning to ya. I'm EJ, you're you. Welcome to my channel. So here we are, back in the same place doing another Wild West speed build. You'll love to see it. Today we are going to get started on the third and last part of our town, but this is going to be only the first part of that build because that build is actually really big. So, decided to split it into two videos. So that's right, this is the first part of the last part of the town. You do the math. So before we get into the speed build, why don't you make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already subscribed. Leave a like on the video just to, make me feel good on the inside. And let's get into it. Enjoy. All right, so as I mentioned in the intro, this is going to be like a little two-parter for finishing up the town because this area was a lot bigger than I actually thought it was going to be. And that owes partially to the fact that I forgot that I had a museum on this island. So here we are. So first things first, we are going to be moving this road, extending the road all the way over to the left side of our island. I started doing this with the custom design phone app thing, because I've seen people do this online or on, the internet on their videos, and they do it. And it's not for me, y'all. So I finally got fed up with it, and I decided to use the island construction tool. And look how much faster it's going, guys. This is why. I guess it makes more sense if you're doing a more natural, the 9-piece, the path TM. I guess it would make more sense to use the island, the custom design tool, but it's not for me. Finally, with the road full and complete, I just had to clear out this area just a wee bit, tidy it up, and now we're ready to get started. So first thing we're doing, we're gonna plan out where we're gonna put the houses by putting down some custom design patterns. I am going to put this down directly next to the plaza and then realize, you can't do that. And I learned this the hard way the last time, so let's move it on over. Now, for this area, we're doing Rodeo's house, and we're also doing Gala's house, and we're also doing the museum. That's right. Also, we have Gala. She's here. She showed up, and we're giving her house. Actually, we're not designing her house in this episode, so that'll be next time. But from there, we plotted out where Gala's house was gonna go. We plotted out where the museum was gonna go, and I actually initially decided to put Gala's house in this back left corner and then the museum in front. But then I realized that the museum is so big, I didn't want it to overpower and kind of block Gala and Rodeo's house. So I decided to put the museum back here. But then when I went to go put down Gala's house, I noticed I was going to be super close to the museum. And so I decided to destroy basically everything that I did at the beginning of the video. And I got rid of the road. And so I had the road end a little bit early just to give me access to all of this space that you're seeing me walk around right now. And look, Gala's house is going to go right here instead. Boom, magic. We're gonna move the museum over here, but actually, just kidding, I don't like this because it really blocks the house, so I'm gonna put it over here, a little bit more in the corner, but and so here's where all the houses are placed. Now, the first thing I wanted to do is just cover up the end of this road, make it look a little bit more natural. So we got some road end things, basically I wish that we could just, I don't know. This actually works, it's good, it's cute. I don't know what else, but what do they put at the end of roads? Dead end signs? Maybe I should make a dead end sign. Do I have custom design patterns for it? No. And then we're putting down padding. We always love doing padding second. You place down the building, you put down your padding. I don't know what voice that was, but that's what we do around here. Putting down porches and everything for Rodeo, and then just starting to mark out what the actual main road was going to be doing. Because this area it's 3 buildings all kind of converging in one area, I really took advantage of this moment and wanted to make a really big intersection. I feel like that is just something that we haven't really had in this town yet. There's not necessarily a big open square. And so this kind of presented the opportunity to do something like that. But we'll probably flesh that out a little bit more in the second part of this area's build. First thing I'm doing right now is just outlining, putting down the path on the edges and everything and figuring out how I want the flow of everything to go before I start getting in on the center of the path. I did want to put a quick little break up of the path just because I thought, you know, the repeating center tile over and over and over and over again can kind of get a little boring to look at. So I made this little break in the pathing so that I can put some weeds down here, just break it up, make it look a little bit more natural. Although I will say after filling in the center, I didn't actually like where I put the little gap, so I did move it around. And I will say, after watching back this footage while doing the voiceover, I do see why people would use the custom design app to do this stuff, because there is a lot of jumping in and like switching to a single tile and just putting it down. But my brain is too slow. I can never remember what the order of placing out the paths in. Now that everything's done, why not kick up some more pathing? That's the theme of this episode build, is that we put down pathing and we kick it up to make room for other stuff. I finally figured out what I wanted to put here next to the post office. Oh my God, I gave it away. So the cat's out of the bag. We're building a post office next to the museum. That's what I was trying to say, but I said post office instead. We're gonna customize some loft beds with desks, and we're gonna put down some, some simple panels. We're gonna make some fake buildings. Now, whenever I had seen a post office build done on someone's island, it was always basically like the interior of the post office, like out in the open. And for me, I just always like that took me out of the illusion because I'm annoying and I always was like, what about when it rains? Which like is such a limiting kind of philosophy to have, and definitely something I'm like trying to like, okay, calm down, right? With this, I just tried to do something a little bit different. I wanted to make it more of the exterior of a post office. And there's like still like packages and stuff like that. That just fits better in with this space. And I think it looks more in line with the rest of my island. So, interiors in the exterior, valid as heck. I just, for some reason, it never works in my brain. My brain just can't make them. So here you go, simple panels. Now, one downside about the simple panels is that they don't like make a perfect, they don't meet at the corners. So there's like this gap that you can see here. And then I was playing around with this idea of putting a stall in the front, but I didn't really like how it looked. So I was like, oh, two birds, one stone. We're gonna put the stall on the side of the building, and then it'll meet up a little bit better with the actual panels. It actually doesn't, but it looks better from the side. And then because, it's me, 2 levels, so built up some cliffs behind to put more simple panels down. I don't know why I said because it's me, as though like notoriously EJ Plays always puts second story fake buildings. I don't know. Also, I put a phone booth in the corner because I just like it covered up the gap better. So I think it looks cute. Does it look functional? Maybe. Who cares? Time to extend this porch pathing back more to make it a functional porch. And then I wanted to just build up the like the back of the building and just, make it really full and, oh God, lush, like full of objects. Listen, don't come for me in the comments, okay? A very long day. I decided against using the loft bed with a desk though, and I just used a jail bars, which are, some of my favorite items. It's just so vertical, And then of course, because it's a post office, we put cardboard boxes out there. I have a cushion that I had customized to look like a little package. Of course, all of these codes that you're seeing on the screen will be in the description, so check that out if you want to take any of those, which I highly encourage you to because the creators are geniuses. Now, this is the Kekaropi hallway that it came with the Sanrio villagers, and I really love this item. I think it looks great, especially for like fake buildings, because, it's a porch, it's a wall. I feel like this is like very much not an interior item and is a great exterior item. So shout out to Nintendo for giving it to us. Ooh, thanks, Mr. Nintendo. So I just kind of like put it back here just to fill out the space. I had less of an idea of like what this, building actually is, but it looks cute. So now we gotta start on the other side of the road, which is next to Rodeo's house. But I'm gonna do something else first. and put down this wild log bench. So right, Rodeo's house. So the one idea that I had was just like to make this a cute little like outdoor, I don't know, like laundry area. Listen, I know I do laundry areas all the time, but laundry is like, there's a lot of laundry items in this game, and I like the laundry areas. Sue me. Please don't sue me. I can't afford a lawyer. Also, lecture desk. Shout out to Daphne for giving me this lecture desk. It looks great here. It's like a little mail slot. Bloop, bloop. So as always, verticality. We're going to place down some jail bars here because they're so vertical. Look at how tall they are. And then shout out to Theodora. I finally customized a what is this? Clothesline to make it look not just white. Of course, I picked the option that is very close to white, but whatever. And then I moved my mailbox over there because it doesn't look good with the saloon. And then, you know, just like some filling in the weeds and stuff like that. And then we just kind of started slowly filling in this area in front of Rodeo's house, putting down utility poles, putting down rocks. Oh, I gave away what I was going to put down. It's okay. You probably could have guessed. Now this, I will say, of course, it's me. There's got to be utility pole because that is a calling card, I feel. Look at this cute little street organ. What a fun little item. I just found it in my storage and I was like, oh, look at her. I don't know if it really makes sense for Rodeo to have a street organ in front of his house, but you know what? It looks nice. Shot down a balloon, got a candle, which I then incorporated into my design. Talk about thinking on your feet. I'm on my feet. I'm thinking about them. Not about them, but like about it. Now, Butch, what are you doing? Now, I'm trying to stay away from just using barrels to fill in space, but they look so good. So this will not be the day that I stop doing that. But I will definitely be trying to use less barrels. But let's just skip ahead because this is all details at this point. All right, walkthrough time. Look, here it is, a little slower. We're not speeding, you know? Oh, gotta go fast. Sonic, no, not now. I really like how this post office turned out. I think it looks very dynamic. There's levels. It looks big, it looks layered. And I think that like the fake building, like it kind of works. I don't know. These fake buildings, y'all, I'm really starting to warm up to them. And I love this little seating area in front of the Karakakaropi hallway. You love to see it. You love to see it. And then Rodeo's house, a lot more simple than, you know, bunch of fake buildings, but like still very cute. Obviously, Rodeo likes it. He's hanging out, you know. Hey. Yeah, so that is the first half of the last part of the neighborhood. So thank you guys so much for watching to the end of this video. It does mean a lot to me that you would spend time in your day, listen to me ramble on and play Animal Crossing. If you made it to the end, let me know down below in the comment section by telling me what quadrant of your mouth do you start brushing your teeth on? Because I noticed that I started on the same quadrant every time the other day. So I want to know if everyone else is the same too. Let's, hit subscribe if you haven't and like the video and all that stuff. Cool, great. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good week. Goodbye.